Okay, so as you guys are waiting, if you want to just start to dial in your attention into your breathing this morning, see if you can accentuate your awareness on the breath. Inhale, exhale. And whatever you're doing right now, whether you're standing, sitting, lying down already, anticipating what we're going to do today, just see if you can't expand your breathing, expand your diaphragm. Good morning, Janice. Tavo, good morning. Welcome. We're going to get started in just a second. Just giving everybody a chance to chime in. So while you're waiting, I want to invite you to just relax your body as much as you possibly can, to turn your attention inside and to witness power, strength, vitality. Use your imagination this morning, friends, to work for you as opposed to against. Oftentimes, we're not being productive with our imagination, and it's one of the most powerful tools we have for healing. So right here, right now, wherever you are, I want to invite you to imagine untapped potential in your physical being. Most coaches, trainers would agree, very few humans ever actualize their fullest potential. That just means there's a lot of untapped potential in every single one of us. So see if you can spend a little bit of attention right now as we're getting ready to start class, turning your attention into your power, into your potential. Let it out. Let it grow. Let it actualize by using your imagination to tune in. All right. I have a great movement session planned for us today. It's going to involve some massage. It's going to involve some meditation and a lot of other good stuff to help you actualize the best version of you. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I know I will, as you know. Otherwise, why are we doing this, right? Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to ask that you start by laying down on the ground. We'll lay on our backs. Get into a nice, comfortable position. I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. And all you're going to do is you're just going to lay on your back and turn your attention inside as you breathe. So just observe your breath and start to let go of unnecessary tension. For me, I like to add a little bit of gentle wave movements through my body to let go of tension in my spine, let go of tension in the hips and shoulders, and just totally relax my body as much as I can. Surrender unnecessary tension. Let it sink into the floor below you. Inhale, exhale. As you exhale, exhale slow, like you're blowing through a straw. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. From here, take your hands and place your hands on your abdomen. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take our hands and we're going to move in a clockwise circle around the abdominal area. So this is where 95% of our serotonin is created. And so what we want to do is we want to massage this area, because a lot of times we hold unconscious tension in the body. And let's face it, if we were being chased by a bear right now, we probably wouldn't be rubbing our belly. So as you're rubbing your belly, you're basically telling your body that everything's okay. Just relax. So that's the message. That's the communication that you're giving to your body with your hands. Hey, everything's okay. Do your thing. Do what you do best. The intestines are where we absorb and distribute nutrition, absorb and distribute power and energy from the food that we eat, energy from the sun. The intestines are the only battery for power in the whole body. So we're learning how to cultivate that energy and to help our body use it more productively. From here, we're going to take your right hand, you're going to lay it on the left side of your neck and draw it down through the sternum and end up into your stomach. Now we'll switch sides. You'll take your left hand, stroke down through the sternum, just the weight of your hand, and end up in your stomach area. Switch sides. So we're just rotating the neck from side to side as you stroke through the sternum and into the abdomen. Breathe deeply and expansively as you go, just relaxing your body as much as you possibly can. And remember, use that powerful imagination to imagine your health better than ever before. Imagine your immune system is like the cells of your body are like assassin ninjas that are going throughout your whole body from top to toe, shoulder to fingertip, and anything that doesn't belong, they're taking care of business. Your body is so amazing, and we have billions of cells doing amazing things all day, 24/7, 365. And if we tune our attention into those actions, those realities, we can actually grow and develop and improve and support what our body's already doing. It's amazing. The power of the mind. Very few people would debate or argue, or they would agree that the mind is a powerful tool for healing. So we're using that in our process today. That's the meditation aspect. Nice and easy, nice and smooth. Make sure you're breathing all the way down to the bottom of your pelvic bowl. Nice and calm, nice and relaxed. Anything that you want to add to today's movement practice, feel free to add. If there's a variation that feels better to you, awesome. Explore that. I give you baseline suggestions for movement, massage, and meditation, and you take it and do what you like with it to make it yours. All right, so we're going to get into our primary movement series today. We're going to start with some rolling. So what you're going to do is you're going to bend both knees, feet flat on the ground. Arms are going to go above your head. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll onto our side. Now once you're on your side, you're going to take your free hand and you're going to massage in the arm. Okay, nice and easy, right? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take that same hand that's massaging and you're going to massage the top leg. You can move your leg also, okay? We can also massage the bottom leg all the way down to the foot. It's that simple. Now let's roll to the other side, same exact thing. So we roll, we got a free hand, massage the bottom arm, massage the top leg, in whatever position, whatever angle you feel like you need it. Massage the bottom leg, switch sides. Okay, so it's that easy. Now if you want to add to this, just imagine and take your attention 6 inches below the surface of your skin. So imagine massaging, we're sending energy all the way down to the bones of your body. Okay, switch sides one more time. Massage, massage, massage. Okay, laying on your back. Now we're going to get into some rocking. So what you're going to do is you're simply going to tuck your butt underneath by drawing your belly button towards your spine. You're going to tuck your chin towards your chest. You're going to swing your legs up into the air and just rock on your spine, forward and back. Now all I want you to do with this movement, guys, is to feel the ground massaging your back. It's that simple. This is a fantastic abdominal exercise that's functional because I can remember my grandma when she was 89 years old. This was how she would get out of the couch, right? She'd be sitting on the couch, she'd lift her legs up, and whoop, she'd get up into her upright position. So this is a movement that we should be able to do our entire life. It's also a fantastic abdominal strengthening exercise. So take your time and explore the movement. You can change the position of your legs. I can go straight with the legs. I can bend one leg, and when I come up, come to a more seated position, switch legs. I can do all sorts of positions with my legs as I come up. Make sure that you're breathing while you go. And make this movement yours. If you need a little bit of a stretch out of it, then go ahead and get that stretch. I give you the baseline suggestion, and then you roll with it. All right. Next movement, side sit transitions. So we have one leg bent in the front, one leg bent towards the back. You're going to post an arm behind you, then post the other arm, and swivel your knees to the other side, and switch sides. So we're just moving our femur bones, our upper leg bone, through internal and external rotation. So while you're doing this, I want you to take your attention deep inside those hip joints. You know, a lot of times we sit, especially today, a lot of time spent on those computers. So we want to get those hip joints loosened up. You might not be feeling a lot, or maybe you are, a lot of sensations. So I want you to focus your attention on the sensations deep inside your hip. I'd like you to focus your attention on the micro movements. So macro is a big movement, and micro is when we start to pay attention to the details within that movement. Now let's say that this is easy for you, and you want a little bit more challenge. Take the arms out of it. So now I'm doing my side bend sit, and just adding a little bit of an abdominal aspect to the process. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Make sure that you breathe as you go. You can look around your room, pressing through the crown of the head. Create some length through that spine. Add whatever variation makes the movement more productive for you. Okay, we're going to go right back into our rolling. So let's lay down on our backs again, please. Okay, so this time when we do our rolling, what we're going to do is we're going to reach with our foot and then roll to the other side and reach. Reach. So every time you reach, you can reach to a different area. Be creative on how you use your mind in the process of that reach. Let's say that I wanted to turn my alarm clock off with my foot. That's one creative way that I can use my imagination to get more out of the movement, to have fun with the movement. I'm reaching through the leg, and I'm paying attention to those micro movements. Again, you can move in and out of this position. Just really explore the sensations of reaching with that leg. Reach, reach. Perhaps I want to put my foot on the ground and press into it. So many different variations that we can use. I'm also paying attention to my hand and my arm. I can feel the ground massaging my shoulder. Make sure to breathe as you go. Perhaps you can breathe in as you roll. Exhale as you twist. Doesn't really matter, just as long as you're breathing and infusing your movement with that breathing. Okay, so now we're going to go back into our rocking. This time we're going to start from a seated position. We're going to roll a little bit towards the side and roll up on the other side. So I'm rolling and coming right up to a seated position. So whatever position you're in, doesn't matter how your legs are, you're just rolling to the side and rolling up on the other side. So you can have your arms out to the side just like so. Rolling and coming up. Keep your body nice and smooth as you go. Keep your body nice and relaxed. This should be nice and easy. Remember, slow it down whenever you like to explore the sensations. If it feels comfortable, woohoo, celebrate. If it feels uncomfortable, woohoo, celebrate. Because that's your body's way of letting you know, hey, you need to modify something to make it work for you. Either way, give thanks. Gratitude is a powerful meditation. Get it. Nice and easy, guys. Notice how that feels. Okie dokie. Back into our side sit, please. All right, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit to this movement. So what you're going to do is you're going to hinge forward at the waist and just bend your body over that front leg. From here, you're going to press yourself up to an upright position and then lower yourself back down. Okay, let's swivel our knees to the other side. Same exact thing. So we're going to lower ourselves down, press ourselves up, and then right back down again. Switch sides. So we're in side sit, hinge, press, lower down. This is a really great glute exercise, posterior hip exercise. So lowering, pressing. You'll also notice there's a little stretch aspect to this movement. Remember, make sure that you're breathing. You can use your hands as much or as little as you like. I like to use my hands, not because I want to use my hands to press myself up, but really just because it gives me a chance to mobilize the wrists. Visualize your health, vibrant. Loosen all the parts of the body that you can so that every movement is like a ninja. Nice and strong. When you press yourself up, press through the crown of the head. Make sure you're using those powerful leg muscles to get into position. Okay, guys, one more set of rolling. So let's go ahead and go onto our backside one more time. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to start in our end position, which is going to be knees touching the elbows. We're going to extend the arms and legs as we roll onto our sides and onto our stomach, and then all the way over onto our backside again. So extend the arms and legs, roll, crunch. Remember, keep that belly button drawn towards the spine. Keep that nice, strong, stable position of the spine and keep those arms and legs off the ground as you roll. Try to keep your movement smooth and strong. You'll notice as you roll, especially onto your stomach, you're massaging the stomach. And all the internal organs getting a little bit of pressure in there. It's really good. Roll and crunch. Roll and crunch. There's no wrong way to do it, guys. As long as you're not hurting yourself, you're good. Something feels painful, that's a sign you need to modify what you're doing to make it work for you. Okay, we're going to go into our last set of rocking. This time we're going to add a little bit of intensity by adding a get up. So what you're going to do is you're going to rock back and forward, and you got an option. You can either A, just reach, or if you want it to be more intense, you're going to add a get up. Lower down, rock, stand up. When you stand up, add a few bounces to keep your body nice and relaxed, and then roll yourself right back down. If you need to add the hands into the process, that's totally cool. If your move is just to stay with the rolling and a reach, that's cool too. You want to add or even modify this movement, adding a step back. So if you guys have some gas moving, like maybe some belching or some gas coming out of anywhere, just know that that's a really good thing, because these movements are great for our intestines, because you'll see that we're crunching and flexing through the spine, and that's helping to massage this most critical area of our body. And passing gas is great because there's more room outside than inside. We don't need that gas inside the body. Okay, from here, back into our side sit. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to add. So you're going to bring yourself forward, press yourself up. This time we're going to take the back leg forward and we're going to stand up and lower ourselves right back down. Switch sides. So again, I'm in side sit. I hinge forward, press up. The only difference is I take this back leg, bring it forward, stand up, lower yourself right back down. Remember guys, it's not about right or wrong. These are playful movements that we can add and practice in our daily life. And being able to get up and down off the ground is critical. Make sure that you're breathing as you go. Make sure that the movements have an element of play infused. Take your time. Remember, go as slow as you need to keep the movement safe and productive for you. Really feel the sensations of the ground with the legs. So as I bring that back leg forward, this back leg here, I want to curl my toes under and really press into the ground. Feel the power of those legs. Okay guys, we're going to get into our next movement series, starting with a deep squat lunge transition. So get yourself into a nice deep lunge. Now if this isn't easy for you, you can always come up onto the balls of your feet. Ideally we want to get to the place where we can get into this deep squat. And what you're going to do is you're going to place your hands down onto the ground and you're going to step back into a lunge. and then come back into your deep squat, switch sides. So I'm bringing my leg back with control and then coming forward. Another option is to take your hands out of it. So I can step back into a lunge, come back into my squat, switch sides. Remember to emphasize the sensation of length through the spine. You're using those powerful hip muscles to create the movement. You can always add by stepping behind or staying nice and low in this movement pattern. And remember, use your arms and hands to whatever degree you need to make this work for you. If you need to extend those legs at any point because those quads are feeling some fatigue, get it, add it. Okay, so now from this position, hands come to the ground. We're going to do some crawling kick-throughs. So get yourself into a crawling position, either a knee-hand crawl, where you're on your knees in your hands, or you can take your knees 1 inch off the ground. We're going to lift opposite arm, opposite leg. Once you get the sense of control through this movement pattern, we're going to take the leg that's off the ground and we're going to travel under the body into this kick-through position and then bring it right back. So you're going to kick through and come right back. Nice and strong, stable position. Breathe and relax as you go. Make sure to pay attention to the stability of that shoulder. You don't want the shoulder coming up towards the ear. You want to press through that supporting hand. Nice and strong the whole time. If you want to add a shoulder pulse, that can be very productive. Nice and strong the whole time, guys. 10 more seconds. Okay, from here, we're going to do some V-sits with a twist. So, just like the name suggests, we're going to start on our butt. You're going to create some length through the spine, and you're just going to lean back to the point where your feet are going to pop off the ground. And from here, with your hands in prayer position, you're just going to add some twisting movements, side to side. Now we can add to this if we want. We can reach behind. And when you do the reach behind, focus on contracting the muscles on the lower part of the posterior shoulder versus contracting up in the neck. Let's pretend I got to reach for something behind me. Perhaps I'm sitting on the beach. I want to reach behind me to grab my water or whatever other beverage you may have. You want to try to keep those knees together on the front side. If you want, you can take the feet off the ground, same exact thing. For me, I like to keep them on the ground and focus on the stability aspect. You can also reach up. As long as you're adding a rotational element, you're good. Okay. right back into our deep squat lunge transitions. So again, we're in a nice deep squat position. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use our hip muscles to step back. You can also step forward, always returning to that nice deep squat. You can step out to the side. So the squat is like your central return position, and then you can add whatever step out direction that you want. Make sure that as you're stepping out, it's very silent, so you're not falling into that step out leg, but more so as if you were trying to step on a surface that you weren't sure about. You wanted to test it first, and then gradually bring your body weight over. There's always variations that we can add. We can add a reach. Whatever you like. Holy mackerel, that was difficult. Okay, so back to our crawling kick-throughs. So from our crawling position, remember, you're either on hands and knees or take the knees off the ground. Make sure that you use a speed that works for you. And anytime you want to add a variation, you feel free. There's so many different ways that we can enjoy our movement. Nice and strong the whole time, guys. If the movement is easy, slow it down. Really mind for the sensations. Feel the body. If this is sketchy on the wrists, perhaps go to a loose fist. You want to add any variation, feel free. Okay, V-sits with a twist. Let's get it. So again, nice long position through the spine. You're going to sit back just to the point where your feet come off the ground and maintain that neutral spine. From here, you're just adding a nice gentle rotation. It's not about how far you can go. You're simply moving your spine through a rotation. And there's different parts of the spine, right? You have your lumbar, lower, thoracic, middle, and cervical, upper. So I can move through my lower, my middle, and my upper. And I can break down my movement so that I can isolate each one of those areas. Or I can focus on getting fluidity and distributing that rotation evenly throughout my spine. But remember, this should not be painful. If it starts to be painful, come to a more upright position and do your rotations from that position. And remember, we can always add a reach. Breathe slowly and gently. So as you focus on controlling the breath, slowing the breath down, that's a good way to cultivate efficiency in your movement. A lot of exercise today is out there. A lot of people are focusing on burning calories and all this kind of stuff. Trust me, you're still burning calories, but cultivating efficiency is what the body loves the most. It loves to learn how to do things more efficiently. Okay, so one more time, deep squat lunge transitions. Okay, so from your deep squat, and again, you can spend as much time as you want in any one of these positions. The deep squat is a really important human resting position. So from here, and again, you can start to add attention. So right now on this one, I'm going to focus on drawing my belly button towards my spine to create stability in my spine. And then I'm going to go ahead and go through my movement. Feeling the sensation of the ground under my feet. Adding reaches anywhere along the process. If you start to get really fatigued and you need to mix it up, feel free. If you need to stay in any one of these positions, explore sensations, explore positions, feel free. Nice and strong the whole time. Feel the ground under the feet. 8 seconds. Okay. Crawling kick throughs. Last set, guys. Stay strong. So this time, if you want to add a little bit of crawling before you do your kick through, feel free. So we can lift opposite arm, opposite foot. When you're ready, kick through, come back, crawl forward. You can make it artistic if you want, spending a little bit more time. Perhaps you're advanced in your movement ninja-ness, and you can even do a handstand. So like as I'm going from my kick through to the other side, add whatever you like. Make it work for you. Add that shoulder pulse. And you're going to notice that when you go from the foot hand or knee hand crawl to the kick through, the shoulder's going through different positions. You want to maintain stability and control. So really slow that movement down so you can dial in and focus on the quality aspect. Okay, last set, V-sits with a twist. Okay, so again, long spine first. So I like to imagine like there's a ball between my thigh bone and my stomach, and I want to squeeze that. I want to bring my belly button forward so that my hip flexors are contracting, specifically the psoas and the iliacus, which are muscles that live on the front side of the spine and connect to the femur bone. So once we're in position, then we start to add slow, gentle rotations through the spine with a gentle reach. If you want to grab onto the leg and pull yourself into that position so you're getting a little bit of a stretch aspect, feel free. If this movement's a lot easier than those kick throughs we were just doing, hey, take a moment to dial in that breathing, slow it down. And when we go from a high intense heartbeat to a slower heartbeat, we're working with our heart rate variability, and that helps to prevent things like heart attack. So going from intense, ba-boom, 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 to slower, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And we do that with our breathing. 15 seconds. Four, three, two, and one. Okay, guys, let's come to a standing position, please. From here, we're going to get into a nice sumo squat position. So your feet are double shoulder width apart, feet pointed out to the sides. From here, we're just going to lower our caboose towards the ground and then come right back up. So we're just going to explore the sensations of this movement with a couple reps. Just notice how that feels. You can even take your hands up on your posterior hip. Just kind of feel how the glutes are contracting. And now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take one foot and lift the heel towards the ceiling and lower down. So now we're in a lunge position. Come right back up, pulse through this lunge position. Come back to sumo squat, pulse, switch sides, pulse. Nice and strong. Come back, pulse, switch, pulse. Again, go through this position and in whatever way works for you. Perhaps you want to do short pulses. Perhaps you want to do all the way up, all the way down. Choice is yours. Perhaps you want to imagine taking something, touching something on the ground, and coming back up with it. Whatever thing you do, do it well. Do it with 100% of your being. Feel the sensations of the ground underneath those feet. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to stay in this nice sumo lunge position, and we're going to do that same motion, only this time we're going to add a punch. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn that heel up towards the ceiling, and as we do, we're going to make a fist, and we're going to punch, rotating through the spine. And then we're going to come right back to center with our fists on either side of our waist. So you're turning that heel up towards the ceiling, you're punching through, and I really want you to contract all those arm muscles and especially the posterior hip of that back leg. Boom. Come back to the center, switch sides. So you'll notice my spine is long as I do every one of these positions. So from the central position to the punching position, I'm adding distance on my punch by rotating through the spine. Come back to center, punch. When we punch, we want to focus on making contact with the two biggest knuckles, which are from the middle and pointer finger. And notice how that sensation feels around the elbow. Center, nice and strong, opening through the chest. Your legs should be burning right now. Woo! Okay, so from here, our last one is going to be balance. So with your feet shoulder width apart, all you're going to do is you're going to take all your weight into one leg. With the foot that's off the ground, I'm going to touch it with my opposite hand in the front, in the back. I'm going to reach out to the side, and then I'm going to reach out to the front. Switch sides, okay? So again, touch, touch, reach, reach. Switch sides. Touch, touch, reach, reach. Switch sides. Touch, touch, reach, reach. Nice and controlled. So if you need to go slower, go slower. If you can barely touch the bottoms of your feet as you bring it in front and behind, just reach towards it. This should be a little bit of a restorative movement. So even though we're focusing on balance, the muscular effort is less than the two movements we just did. So you should be able to recalibrate a little bit through this movement. Spread the toes wide of that supporting leg. Slow it down so that you're dialing in the quality aspect of that movement. Okay guys, sumo squat lunge transitions, let's get it. So again, sumo squat. Get yourself ready if you need to kind of shake it out a little bit first, perhaps add a little bit of bouncing, just soften everything, make sure everything's nice and relaxed. And then when you're ready, get yourself into that position, shake your caboose out, squat down in that nice sumo squat. Feel the ground with the feet. Feel that position of the spine, nice and buoyant and loose. And then when you're ready, dip one knee towards the ground, heel comes up, boom, pulse. Bring it back up, add a few pulses here, add a little side-to-side motion, whatever you like. Keep it loose, but strong. Bring it in the center, pulse through, bring it down. If you need to lower that knee down and relax a little bit here, maybe focus on pressing through that posterior hip to get a gentle stretch. Choice is yours. Remember, I'm just giving you baseline suggestion for movement. And then you guys can add to it whatever you like. You want to add a reach? There's always another variation. There's always room to explore. In the same way that if you walk around the block a million times, you never see the same thing twice, so to speak. Same thing with movement. There's always something else that we could be doing to add to our awareness, to our movement strategy. And it's not about right or wrong. Just move. Okay? All right, so now we're going to add that punch. So starting from the central position, you're going to make that fist. Hands come over to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop that knee down, punch, through, reach, come right back to center, reach. Perhaps as you punch, you can punch at different heights. So maybe I'm punching higher, or maybe I'm punching lower. Every time you come back to center, nice and strong and powerful. You can squeeze those shoulder blades together on the backside, almost like you're taking your elbows together. And then punch. You want to add a little bit of speed? Feel free. Breathe out as you punch, drawing that belly button towards the spine. Nice and strong the whole time. Those legs, they should be burning. Nice and strong the whole time. The movement and the power of the punch always comes from the body, not just whipping the arm out there. It's the hips that drive the movement. It's the grabbing of the feet on the ground that creates that movement. Okay, so it's that hip movement that drives the power of the punch. Okay, back to our balance. Feet shoulder width apart. So again, spread those toes wide on your supporting leg. Touch. Touch. Slow. Reach. Reach. Perhaps think about reaching at different levels. Perhaps this time I reach to the toes here. Reach to the toes here. Perhaps I reach a little bit more straight out to the side. Perhaps I get a little bit deeper in my reach towards the front. Add the variation that works for you. This is all about balance, this one. Feel it, control it, take your time. Slow down that breathing. Really focus on balance. Balance strengthens your bones, because you'll notice as you're trying to balance, you'll notice your body kind of shifting and moving around. And as your body's figuring it out, the connective tissue pulls on the bones in different directions. And Wolff's Law tells us that bones develop along lines of stress. So in order to have strong bones, we need to stress the bones. And balance is a fantastic way to stress the bones. So for any of you ladies out there, or even you men, realize strong bones, you need to stress the bones. Strong tissues, you need to stress the tissues. Same thing, same law. Different law, same concept. Okay guys, let's bounce it out. We're heading into our last set. Okay, so we're going to get it 100% of your effort without straining. Let's get ourselves nice and ready. Go ahead and get yourself into a nice powerful scumo squat. And then go ahead and spread those toes wide. Get that spine upright. Draw that belly button towards the spine. Lower yourself down. Perhaps this time is when you're going to be adding some ground touches. Add different positions. Perhaps you even want to practice that punch aspect. And then again, drop one knee down, same exact thing. Remember, neutral spine the whole time. So as I go down to touch the ground, I could round through the back, but I can also practice maintaining that neutral spine to get to that ground touch. Central position, same thing. Here, lower, lower, touch, touch. Whatever you need to do to make it work for you. You got it. Nice and strong the whole time. The strength in the legs is what we're building here, guys. So feel it. Focus on it. Celebrate it. Give thanks for it. Like, whoo! I'm so happy that my legs work. And if they don't work well, I'm so thankful that I'm developing that functionality. Make it work, guys. All right. Last set of the punch. So again, shake it out if you need to. Perhaps loosen those hips a little bit, some hip circles. And when you're ready, go ahead and start in your starting position. Drop that knee down, bam. Punch to the side. Bring it right back. Nice strong fists. Remember to bring those shoulders back, but to do so with keeping the ribs down. You don't want to flare the chest. You want to keep the chest down as you're using your shoulder muscles to draw your elbows back. And then you add your punch. Here, punch. Here, punch. It's so important to activate the posterior shoulder muscles. Because when we do that, we're offsetting the negative effects of sitting at that computer all day with our shoulders in the opposite position. We want to practice those pulling movements. If you want to start from a different position in the center, that's fine. And then you can emphasize drawing back with one arm as you stretch and reach with the opposite. So I can have my hands in the center here. Boom. Center. Boom. Every time. Nice and strong. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead. Last set of balance. Okay. Touch, touch, reach, reach. Start to slow your breathing down. Touch, touch. This is an active recovery. Start to feel your body and energy expanding. Touch, touch, reach, reach. Slow down that breathing. Touch. Perhaps add a little squeeze of massage. Start to focus less on having a rigid body and more of a relaxed, soft body. Contracting only the muscles that need to contract to take your body through motion, but no more. Nothing more. Working efficiently, working smart, and not hard. Slow down that breath. Start to focus your attention down. Feel your body nice and relaxed the whole time. Slow down this movement. Slow down that breathing. Feel each movement. Feel the body working and moving towards relaxation at the same time. Notice how your mind can help calm you down. As you focus on your powerful heart muscle, imagine strong, powerful heart with beautiful, clean valves leading to and from. Imagine your blood moving easily from top to toe, shoulder to fingertip. Okay, let's slowly lower ourselves down onto the ground very mindfully. Find yourself in a supine position on your backs, please, as we start to unwind and relax. Lower yourself down nice and easy. From here, with your knees bent, just go ahead and lower your knees from side to side. Just imagining your energy expanding, vibrant. Imagine your energy like the sun, stretching out through your environment in your room, beyond your home, beyond your city, beyond our planet. Let your light shine. Focus in. From here, go ahead and straighten out those legs. Place your hands on your abdomen. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Please bring into mind something that you're thankful for today. With each breath, bring in something new to be thankful for. You might be surprised at what shows up. Maybe what comes to mind is somebody or something that you wouldn't normally think to be thankful for. Perhaps it's a person who you have a difficult time relating to or connecting with or speaking love language. Celebrate what that person teaches you. Give thanks. Notice how that makes you feel. Saturate every cell of your body, guys, right here, right now, with that energy of gratitude. Tune in to the hidden power living inside every cell of your body and allow it and encourage it to flow and manifest. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. From here, I like to add a little bit of contraction through each alternating posterior hip just to kind of rock any tension out of my spine. If you have any parts of your body that are talking to you this morning, maybe your body feels some discomfort somewhere, go ahead and bring your attention there. Find out what it wants you to know. Perhaps even apologize for whatever role you've played in that part of your body becoming injured. And then promise that you're going to do whatever it takes to make things right. Okay, guys, if you need to chill here for a few more minutes, feel free to do so. If you need to get up and start with the rest of your day, do it slowly and mindfully. If you don't need to check your phone right now, stay away from it for the next couple minutes. This is your time. See if you can give yourself the time to allow your body's magnificent energy to manifest. I hope you guys enjoyed our session today. You know I did. Because I love moving, and I love moving with all of you. I appreciate all of you, and I really appreciate you guys showing up today. Please make sure to subscribe and like and make comments, and that way more people get exposed to the good work. So thank you guys so much for being here today. You know I love all of you. I appreciate all of you, and you are a precious being, and I hope that your day is blessed. Keep smiling, keep loving. Keep being a blessing. Okay? All right, guys. Peace.